We're in Clovis, California. We just finished installing a Rinnai RSC199IN. See if I can get your serial number and model number. Looks like right there. So that's the model number and the serial number below it, PH.BA-212-113. Anyways, you can take it to that website address right there and register it. Alternatively, I believe if you scan this QR code, it'll take you to the website, open it up, and it'll pre-fill that information. Then you just need to give your, your full name, street address, all that, get your warranty going on this. If you register this within 90 days, you're going to get an extended labor agreement. So usually it's 1 year labor. They'll give you another 4 years, so you have 5 years labor. So I'd register this as soon as you can. And then I think parts is 5 years. Heat exchanger 10 to 12 years. Anyways, so all your documentation is right there on your counter. Just trying to keep your privacy, pointing this down so nobody knows where we're at. But anyway, so we did a little bit of repiping here. That was your existing pipe going through from your old unit, that discolored pipe, and then that cover plate, we glued it to the wall, so that's good. Gave you some new fittings here, dropped it down to, so that's the exhaust, the center is the exhaust pipe. And then the old one, they had this just sitting in the garage, and it was undersized. It was about the garage is about a third the size of what it needs to be for enough airflow, and so that hurts the efficiency of the unit. So we put this outside. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it's got to be outside. So now you got the whole world pulling air. I realize that this clears me. I know you're taller than me, so you might bump your head, but it's right next to your little cabinet right here. So anyways, you're drawing fresh air in. It's a minimum 12 inches apart, so it's about 16 from here to the exhaust. So that's all existing. Whoever put your Navian in, they came through where your direct vent water heater was tied in and poked through, so that's not ours. This is ours, so we put some silicone, we drilled holes through, put some silicone, sealed the hole, and then of course discussion just to cover it up. It's a clean hole, but this is nice, kind of covers it up. And then a little vent screen so little animals can't crawl up in there. So this is your intake, that one's your exhaust. And then over here, we repiped this. This was 1/2 inch back to here and then 3/4 coming up, but it had a 1/2 inch gas valve on there, which restricts the flow. The inside diameter of these valves are quite a bit smaller, and so we gave you a 3/4 valve right here. Reused this 3/4 pipe, and then of course gave you a brand new connector coming over here to the gas line. We had come out at some point and done some repairs here and ran a new relief line and a condensate line for the old unit. So we cut that apart and retied it back in. So there's your new condensate line coming down and over, and it ties back into what we had previously done. Same thing with the relief line. CPVC pipe comes up and over and into the relief valve. That comes with the unit. Isolation valve comes with the unit. This allows you to flush it once a year, hot and cold. And then piping just goes back. We just took everything out of here. It was kind of a mishmash of plumbing down here. So you've got hot water goes out to the building, and then this is cold water coming in from the street, from the water main on the side of the building, and of course from the city water meter out there. So cold water comes in. Got the isolation valve. Hot water comes out. We've got this set right now to recirculate. There's a crossover valve up in your master bathroom underneath one of the sinks, and it's what it is. It's a thermal bypass valve. It actually takes the hot water and pushes it through to the cold side and brings it back to the water heater. So this is going to heat up a little bit based on how much how often you run that pump. Right now we just have the smart circ going. This is what they call a smart circ water heater. So it's going to learn for the first day. It doesn't do anything for the next 7 days. What it's going to do, it's going to learn your watering habits. So however you use it during this next week, it'll remember that, and it'll start sending water your way. Additionally, we told you about a Wi-Fi possibility that we've got for you, but we really would like to be back out here when you're on site so we can download the app to your phone and get that all set. It's an additional feature. So the smart circuit's going to work. It's going to recirculate based on your watering habits. But the Wi-Fi app, when you download it, you can actually go in and you can set it manually to circulate all throughout the day, on and off, on and off, on and off, all throughout the day. There's no limit. You can have one program, it starts then and it ends. If they overlap, obviously, they'll cancel each other out, but you can do, every 15 minutes all day long and then shut it down at night. Totally up to you. But for right now, Smart Circ is going to give you recirculation. I know you wanted to have a little bit more control over it. We were going to set it up, but the app would be on our phone, and you don't have access to our phone. So a tablet, smartphone, whoever wants to be in charge of that, we'll make ourselves available next week. And I know you're a busy man. Just give us a holler when you're ready. We like to come out mornings right now because of the heat. So it doesn't have to be 7, but 8, between 8 and 9. Just give us a holler and let us know when you're ready. But water's on. You take showers tonight. Everything's good. Outside of that, this installation is done.